Yo, mic check, 1, 2, what is this? You're now tuned into Imperfect Sense right here on Unified Radio.tv. I'm one of four hosts, one of four moderators, one of four opinionated brothers that make up this podcast called Imperfect Sense. I go by the name of Eric E. Mr. Dawson, whatever it is you call me, I beg you, please do not call me a midget. And to the left of me, I got the bully with me, Conway. Ooh. You already know. To the right of me, I got the fitness guru, Flesh is in the big.
Gangs, baby.
What the fuck was that?
Gangs, baby.
What was that? In the background, we got Andy. Hey, get like the people, Andy. Let them know you here.
Yo, alpha males.
Yo, oh my God. I don't even want to ask a question about how y'all feeling, because obviously someone's high. Someone's high in here. But how's everybody feeling? How's everybody's mental? How's everybody feeling?
Feeling good.
Everybody's feeling good. Great. Another time to pod, another time to talk shit, another time to be opinionated. So if this is your first time ever listening or viewing the Imperfect Sense Podcast, look, I'm going to tell you right now, we talk a lot of shit about a lot of people, including ourselves. So nobody's off limits, man. I don't care what race you are, what gender you are, whatever gender you claim. You know what I'm saying? We talk about everybody. We don't subscribe to the cancel culture.
Nope.
We talk our shit. So before we get started, if you're sensitive about your race, religion, gender, sexuality, or politics, this is not the show for you. If you sit and listen and watch us, then guess what? You're subscribing to our bullshit.
Yeah, because you're going to be having fun too anyway.
We having fun. Look, my thing is, for real, anybody that does thing in a public eye has to open themselves up for public opinion. Like, it's not a private matter if you do it in your home and nobody sees it. If you do it in public, everybody not going to like it. Somebody's going to say something good or something bad about it. So all these people being offended and catching offense so quickly to the shit that they do that they supposed to be secure at.
I want them canceled.
Yeah, canceled because they talked about me. They're body shaming. Well, pick up a salad. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? They talk about me because I'm gay. Stop eating dick.
The new bullies.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody can be talked about in this world except straight black men, which is crazy.
So we the only ones that can be talked about.
We the only one. We the only ones that can be talked about.
We are
and
not
not
off
having
limits. Anybody can say anything to us. You won't get canceled.
Can I gotta look here because some people gonna be like think they involved in this. Straight heterosexual. Yeah, because when you said like black males, motherfuckers was like, they talk about it. No.
Like I said, everybody gets talked about.
I'm just letting them.
I don't care who you sleep with behind closed doors. I don't care what race you were born with, or whatever you're claiming. You getting talked about. You do it in the public, and we see it. We're gonna talk about it. Maybe we'll like it. Maybe we won't. You know, but. How can I kick this off today?
Talk your shit.
I know. Flesh is going. This is going to be a good one for Flesh. I know this energy coming from Flesh. So
you already know.
Yo, speaking about talking about people.
I hope he get me mad.
Let's bring it to us black people.
You know how we rock. Yeah.
Let's bring it to us black folk. It was a conversation, we was having amongst us privately a few weeks ago, but now we're gonna make it public for this show about. Do y'all believe black people are taking advantage of playing a victim?
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
For me, like everybody think everything is racist. Well, it's not.
I'm tired of that.
I'm tired of people saying we are the way that we are because of slavery.
That shit right there.
It's some truth to it, but if you're able to articulate where the problem come from, you can fix the problem.
Running in that shit.
Stop using that shit as a crutch.
That's what
stop saying that the white man is holding you back and you can't get educated, because guess what? Google is for everyone.
I'm tired of this shit.
I'm tired of this shit at this point, it's just time to fucking move on and have some type of accountability.
Facts.
I'm not saying that the racist things don't happen to us, because it's very much a lot of racist shit.
It's
definitely
only racist.
But go ahead.
If the statement isn't true,
because
if a white person is saying some shit that's still true about us, and even if it's in a negative light, Why the fuck are you?
Now
calling
you see where your opinion come from now.
It's
gonna be people. It's gonna be people that comment that look. They over there cooning.
Exactly.
They doing this.
But my thing about it is this. My thing about it is just like, for example, when they say like, them motherfuckers still killing each other at an all-time rate.
I think black people are our biggest enemy.
Why the fuck are you getting mad at something that's a fucking reality? That shit is happening. We are killing ourselves.
We just seen a video of a young lady out of New York walk up out the car, her BMW truck, walk up to the lady, nice and calmly.
No, she put her keys in her pocket.
Yeah, put the gun to and blew the back of her head off, and then walked away calmly. And everybody saw it, and she did not give a fuck.
Listen, and here go the stupidity. And on Murder Inc., I'm reading all the comments because I always see where we at as a people.
That's what I do too.
I read their minds, how they perceiving stuff. This is crazy. I don't understand this world. It's getting bad. I'm sitting here looking like, bitch, you live in the city. Bodies dropping every motherfucking day. It's been like that since I was a fucking kid.
We just visually seeing it on video now.
Where the fuck have you been at? This shit been going on forever. Why do it take for something to be put on camera for you to say something, and then you really don't even mean the shit because you just texting for likes.
You texting for likes. And then you're hiding your cousin, your brother, your sister. You know what I mean? Your niece who's doing the same shit. Free my guy. Free my girl.
Free this person.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy though. It's crazy. The account
free this person. The nigga who you know who did murder. Your boy. You know he killed somebody. You know these motherfuckers do this. Free this person. Free this person. Free this person.
From my background, I see you saying free my man, and that was my man that got killed. You're next.
That's a whole.
I'm just saying. So we gonna go out.
We
gonna go out of the fuck shit.
Exactly.
Let's talk about.
But you know this a whole new era.
Yeah. And the funny thing,
back in the day, you would have got checked for some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ain't no social media. Motherfucker would have came right up on you.
Yo, beat down better.
Yo, the funny thing about it, I'm glad Flesh brought up video. Because you're 110% correct. The videos that they dropping on social media, they give you a small clip of the whole overall picture. And they know if they show certain things, black people are going to rise up. They're going to talk about it. It's going to heighten it. So they edit and cut these videos of showing a reaction, but not the action that led up to the reaction. Like Conway was talking earlier, you want to tell them about the little situation we seen online with the dude at the restaurant.
So in Dallas, Texas, like what we see is a dude taking his shirt off, his tank top off, and they like, the women get to wear tank tops, but men don't. And we don't understand like all this shit. So when they go back to the thing, he puts on shorty. He puts on. The mom take her black shirt off. Yeah, the mom take her black shirt off and get a whole sleeve with sleeves and give it to the son, and he give the mother the tank top. She ain't no bra on either, but
don't understand. He give her the tank top. And they switch it up and then try to go back in.
But this the thing though. I see all y'all upset about that shit. I'm tired of that shit. I am. I'm tired of it.
Because we didn't see the conversation leading up to him telling him put a shirt on.
Because when the white guy said no, you can't come in here, the exchange already let me know that it was exchange before that.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But hold up. Me per se. If we out together and my dumb ass got a tank top on trying to go to a fucking restaurant that has chairs outside and the ambiance and the
aesthetically elegant. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're talking about. It's aesthetically elegant.
You think that, okay, women can wear tank tops. Yes, because some women, their blouses look like fucking tank tops. You think that you're going to let you walk in that bitch with a fucking Fruit of the Loom, Hanes, whatever fucking tank top you got on. Your A shirt. You think you're going to walk in that bitch with an A shirt on? No.
Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. No, you're not.
And it's been a lot of instances like that when it comes to, I understand that people don't understand our fashion, understand our culture. But if I own an establishment, my rules are my rules. Absolutely. You understand? Cause talking about, I'm gonna get to you. Talking to clothes. Like it was a situation I believe like a year and a half ago where the dude was in Atlanta with his wife and he wanted to go into a restaurant. He had on like Jordans or Air Force Ones or something. He's saying, well, that girl over there and they got on sneakers. some establishments allow that. They just don't allow certain type of sneakers. You know what I mean? Because it brings a certain type of crowd. So if I don't want you to wear Jordans or Air Force Ones, because guess what? The numbers say that motherfuckers are wearing them, come in here and start shit. But if you got on some casual Gucci loafers, that's still a sneaker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You can wear that.
You can wear that.
You can
know
wear
what I'm saying? Some Jack Purcells that isn't so loud. That's really dressed. People don't understand. Like, yeah, it's sneakers, but it's certain sneakers that are athletic. Some sneakers are casual.
Is you talking about the one with the lady had on like them Usher?
The one that T.I. came out. T.I. came out for.
But I don't know, yo, because her shoes was looking. But the only thing that I also wavered into that was that a lot of these restaurants and places give women a pass in certain ways than they do men. Yeah,
but it was the men.
Of course.
But no, I've been. I'm talking about he pointed at the lady's shoes.
But what I'm saying, exactly. But I've been to lounges where we walked up and everybody had on Jordans or something, but a dude that got more of a casual shoe was let in. It's just certain shoes that people don't. You know what I mean?
And that's my thing is that.
And that's the thing. The owner should have probably said.
The only one that had a vouch, the one that had a point, was that black lady who came in with her son, and then she pointed over to the white family. They had the same fucking exact shit on.
But you know what happened? You know what they came out and said? Oh, he can do that because they own the brand. So
they own what?
They own the fucking restaurant. They own the brand that owns the restaurant. That family owned the brand, so they do what the fuck they want to do.
They was the owners?
They were the owners of the company, the umbrella company that owned the restaurant.
Oh, okay. I didn't
know
that.
why I didn't go no further.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Because, I didn't know that either. Because if
she
had a valid point.
She had a valid point.
She had a valid point.
But when it comes down to the end of it, I can't tell yo now.
Mm-hmm. Because he lived there and owned it. But that's a piss poor thing. Like, so
it's
for
a piss
her.
poor.
So for her.
But life ain't fair. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said this fair shit. That they got to get out of this mentality of fair, because motherfuckers don't even act fair in their life. Like, they don't. They motherfuckers who know they kid fucking up, for example, and they still support the motherfucker, even though the motherfucker, they not setting on principles. So they really got to get out of this fucking fair, mentality.
We don't treat our own culture fair. Yeah. I just posted it yesterday, right? Talking about when a motherfucker get a couple dollars and they black, right? Mm-hmm. What's the go-to argument every time? Y'all niggas broke.
Right, yeah.
Y'all broke. You was just broke 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What are you talking? That's the shit that killed me about us. It's like when we get a little something, we forget where the fuck we came from and the people that had to be left behind, or the people that came up with you, and you start shitting on them because now you got something you think you better than them. That's the shit that kills me.
That's what I'm saying when it comes down, even like I was talking about this shit in Dallas.
That's always a black argument too. That's always the go-to move.
It's another person's fucking establishment. I don't give a fuck how you dress outside. But if you're coming to I don't give a fuck if you're not going to Rusty Scupper with a fucking tank top on.
Oh, they ain't letting it happen.
Yeah.
Once you stand in a line like this, you're like, I know.
But you got people that always want to break boundaries instead of following rules. Mm-hmm. When I go to certain restaurants, I'm just saying, when I go to certain restaurants, if I go to certain restaurants, that's like, for example, me and my girl went down to Virginia. Sister wanted us to go to the all-white party. Y'all saw I was dressed at the fucking all-white party. I didn't have no all-white dress outfit or nothing, because I ain't been going to no fucking all-white parties. But when you read the fucking flyer, the shit sound like it was gonna be some upscale shit, and you know I've been to high elite upscale shit. So she going, well, it's Virginia, so it might not really be. And I'm like, well, I never hung in Virginia like that. I'd rather be up the par than look stupid dressing under. She was trying to tell me, well, I don't really know much about it either.
Like a bitch.
I was, but she was just like, I was. But my thing about it was
looking like King Jaffe Joe.
But my thing was, and I look smooth as shit.
You did. I give you that.
The thing was that I look at it like this. If I'm going into the place of unknown, or I'm reading about a restaurant or anything that seems like it's saying elegant and the flyer put together right, if I don't know what I'm going into, I'd rather go up here than come down low. Because you look stupid if I would have walked in there with some white khaki jeans or shit like this, and then everybody in that bitch with suits on and dresses. So I told her, I said that the best thing to do is go high. I said, you always want to meet the standard. Stop trying to belittle yourself and say, oh, they got to accept me the way that I am. No, like, have some class about yourself. Like, be versatile. Like, if you go here, and when you walk in there, if you the best dressed in there, the egg is a plus. But you don't want to walk into the unknown being the
one. You go to this restaurant dressed like you ready to go to fucking Fridays, bro.
Yo, motherfuckers was coming that bitch with taupe on and shit. Like, I'm like,
but that's
all-white party, and I'm looking like, this is how people mindset is. You knew this was an all-white party. I saw maybe 5 people in there.
Hard to get
don't
white
even
now.
got fucking white on. I'm like, why the fuck would you buy a ticket? And second, why the fuck did y'all let that motherfucker in?
Yo, see, I'm glad.
Why did you let him in?
This is why we talk, because I knew Flesh was gonna open his content up.
Why the fuck did you let it? Why did you?
Because I'm gonna go in with you. I'm gonna go in with you.
If you got a
said.
standard that said stick to the fucking standard.
Yeah.
It could have been my spot, because my event, if I throw a nice ass event and I say all white, your ass better have on all white. Your bitch better not be all gold with a little bit of white in it. I'm like, yo, the gold party 2 blocks around the corner. Get around there, because you're not getting up in here.
That's a fact.
And the funny thing about that,
event, when I shoot my videos of my white party shit, I ain't gonna have motherfuckers looking going, yo, niggas wearing anything at they all white parties. I ain't going to that shit.
Exact. And I'm glad that you said that, because you know what? We start off saying, oh, we want it to be upscale, but then when you see the people that show up, you start seeing dollars that you're not getting. So you kind of like pull back a little bit and don't want to like not get that money. So you forget your stand. But it's the same shit that we talked about when we talked about the fucking BET Awards. Yeah. Set a fucking standard.
Yep.
Like they got at the Emmys, they got at the Grammys.
When you
listen, all that shit.
Think about it. When you know you
don't just start accepting and use the black card like, well, we black.
When you know you putting together some good shit, and you know you putting together a party and you want it to be like this. Even if you gotta reject motherfuckers at the door. If I had the business, I would have even been telling them if I'm the owner, yo, I would have had the money set up.
Yo, the rejection is good promotion.
Exactly.
It's good promotion.
I would have been just like this. I would have already had a section to give back motherfuckers their money, to show them that I'm about business and class. Soon as that motherfucker would have showed up and he would have had it like this, no, you can't get in because your shoes red. It's an all-white party. Oh, but I want my money back. No problem, Chief. Let me see your tickets. How much you pay for them? Oh, $75? Here you go. You $75. Have a nice day. Because there's going to be another line that want to get in. You set your standards high. Motherfuckers going to be like, I fucks with them.
Can I tell y'all, can I give y'all an example real quick? I know y'all want to get in. Really? Shout out to Nori. He was talking on Drink Champs, right? Mm-hmm. He was talking about one of his favorite restaurants in Miami. Him and Fat Joe rolled up to it, right?
He ain't cut it off.
Huh?
He ain't cut them off when he was talking about it.
No, he ain't cut them off. So I'm sorry. But he walked up to the restaurant, him and Fat Joe, you know, they rap stars, you know. Mm-hmm. Owner was like, nah. He like, what you mean? Nah, we eat here all the time. You don't got the right clothes on. He said, yeah, they talk shit like, man, fuck this shit, blah, blah. But guess what they did? The next day, they was suited and booted to go back because that guy stuck to his guns. Mm-hmm. Yeah, his quality of service is good. They wanted to be there. That's all you got to fucking do. Go ahead, Conway. I'm sorry, bro.
Stop chasing money and chase the quality.
That's where we fuck up at. We wanna, we say that we want to be equal, but we really like lower bottom standards, bro.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But that shit got to stop. But I'm saying, but that shit got to stop without people, yo. We got and the ones that actually have class we need to separate. Like I'm telling people now, and in every single thing going on with our culture to grow, we got to separate the nigga mentality from black people mentality. We got to draw a fucking line. And I don't give a fuck if it's your family member, friends, whoever. We got to draw a fucking, cause this shit detrimental to our culture anyway. We got to draw a fucking line and say, whose side you rocking with? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, cause we going over here, we elevating our people over here. We need to draw a line. You want to be ignorant and keep doing ignorant shit, you stay the fuck over there. But you ain't coming over here.
And don't use that victim card. But you know we're black, and come on, man. You
I'm
know
black too.
You know how we do.
I'm black too. What you say?
Like gay black people not black, they gay.
But
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm tired of that shit too.
Because what was that?
I'm tired of that shit too.
I can't remember that dude's name. Even on the Breakfast Club, the dude when they had that, when they had the LGBT community come on there, and the black LGBT community, even the dude said, even one of the people on there, I gotta remember his name. He said that they even still deal with racism in the LGBT community at the gay events. They still be getting discriminated against in that. But you gonna put that first before your blackness. Yeah. That shit be killing me. Yeah. That shit be killing me, bro.
And I just hate the fact that like, nah, man, go ahead.
Go ahead, Andy. You want to chime in real quick?
No, I mean, like I was going to piggyback off of what you said. Like, if you look at an old club like Studio 54, and they had a fucking like almost like that that rope, that red velvet rope.
He fucking with you.
Oh no, I'm just saying, Studio 54 don't fuck around with them motherfuckers. You know what they capable of doing. Them
Put you in the river.
Them motherfuckers.
But it's been stars that was at that rope and they said, no, you can't come in. And they said, why I can't come in? Because aesthetically you don't look good inside our venue.
Yeah.
And that's some shit. I mean, that's some cocky ass shit to tell a motherfucker like Cher or
But that's some
whoever,
real shit.
But that's some shit.
But like I said, that rejection is good promotion.
Because it make you want to get in.
Yeah. And motherfuckers will come every week.
Because people want to be a part of something that's big. They want to be a part of something that's big.
Yeah.
Period.
So for our
I want to go to that restaurant in Dallas show. We gotta go.
Oh, yeah, it was called the Raven or something, the Raven or whatever it's called. But so for our people that use that guilt trip
I hate you whores.
About, well, they treating us like this and we can't do this and we can't do that.
You're
like
treating yourself like that, show. You can't even read.
It's to the point right now. Like it's certain things that I just can't accept that we just don't know or we just can't do. I'm not subscribing to the white man holding us back shit no more.
That shit did.
Like that shit is all the way fucking dead. Any information you need to know, you can talk to people, you can read, you can get on your phone is in your hand.
Exactly.
You can find out anything. Like the numbers are there to say that we can be successful in this world because we the biggest consumers of every fucking thing. So you should have the mindset to reinvest in your fucking self. They don't want to do it, but they want to blame everybody.
Yeah.
They hold me back. They
hold me back.
They
don't.
Doing
Who say?
And don't
you
bitch?
bitch?
Yeah, and don't.
I just don't believe it's just some white people in a big office sitting down with master plans saying, "Yo, if we do this, they're going to do this, and then if we don't give them this, they're not going to have this, and then if we don't do that, they're not going to." I don't believe that.
And they'll be stuck in neutral in the same place while the world keeps on spinning.
I mean, and not on a large scale. Because, we still had redlining at the house and the bar and shit like that. You know what I mean? Not on a large scale.
I'm not saying that everything's perfect or we don't have struggles.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of that shit deal with us too.
Yeah, and don't use discrimination.
Exactly.
Housing.
Don't
we
talk
fucked
about
it up.
Don't talk about discriminating if you can't spell discrimination.
Yeah, and I agree with you too, Flesh.
Don't
because it's almost like the social media part of our culture is almost like it's like crying wolf.
Yo,
it's like what can you believe? Like y'all show us one thing. Y'all show us the struggle. You show us the rape. But what was the action and stuff leading up to this shit?
I'm tired of our supposed to be black leaders posting this bullshit too. I ain't gonna say no names because I want a relationship.
I get it, but you know what?
So
you know what?
But fuck y'all.
The only way, like
that's a fact.
This is the thing. I be having conversations like this all the time. Me and when we always debating this black bullshit because she she's a black activist and going through all this shit, right?
I thought she was a councilwoman.
She's a
councilwoman.
Oh, you found it. Yeah, she
but I'm just saying.
This is what I tell her and the activists and things of this culture. I commend them on what they do, but my thing is that you gotta fix your own backyard first. Before you start trying to go out, you gotta fix your own backyard first.
Thank you.
Before you start going out here demanding shit from everybody else, because it's hard. And I'm black. It's hard for me to look at y'all fight for us, but then in every major city where we at, I look into the communities, we fucking each other up in every which way, from drugs, the murders, the killings. Kids can't even come outside. There's no unity. It's not like we coming out like in other cultures and we got situations in our community where we supporting the kids. We don't need the bus system. We got parents that's still not working, but guess what? I'm gonna be the designated driver to get these kids to school because school's far and things like that. Actually putting together in your community and doing things where women probably need babysitters, and we going, okay, well, this group of people can't work for disabilities, but we gonna support and bring the money over here to have an institution, and we gonna let them be the ones. We get the interviews, make sure they straight, but get them to help with the babysitting and do things like that to help in your community. Until we start building that way, how can we ask somebody else to give us a handout when we not mentally straight? They give the money. That's like right now they asking for reparations, and I keep going. don't give our people the reparations yet until they fucking get some therapy and counseling and get fucking fixed. Because it don't matter how much money that you give them. If a motherfucker got addictions and habits and problems and they can't even on a small end save, if you can't save $10, how the fuck you gonna save $1 million?
Right.
No, it's so crazy.
If you can't manage $10, how the fuck you gonna manage $1 million?
No, it's so crazy. One of the things I always say about the reparations, I feel like I don't want the shit. If you're gonna give it to me,
speak for yourself.
No, because they're not gonna give you y'all. They're gonna treat you like the city treats you. They're gonna hold that shit off. They're gonna give it to you, and you're never gonna get it till you die. Which means you're never gonna fucking get it.
But no, I ain't gonna believe it. I'm just saying that if it happened,
hypothetically,
hypothetically, like this is what I say. If they was to give everybody, that would be called gentrification, because most of the fucking the blacks are fucking strung out on drugs. So
that's what I mean. But see, they know that.
You'll be able to get rid of us quicker.
Believe it or not,
they be smart. They give us the money.
Believe it or not, I always think ahead of time, and I always look at history and how things happen with us. This would be the wrong time to give it to us at this moment, because it's like I asked this question to my go-to. I said, so if white people actually gave us our reparations, is it an even playing field now? If they gave us wealth, is it an even? Can we do the race card anymore? Can we hold them accountable? If they really gave us out 40 acres and gave everybody all these millions of dollars, all these black people, and gave black people wealth, boom. All I said, can they say the N-word now? Mm-hmm. Can they do all the things that we don't like them doing anymore, or will we still act the same way after they give it?
The pity party is driving.
Yeah, because my closing did this. My closing statement was this. Now from there, so I'm putting myself in a standpoint. If I know that my ancestors did this stuff to you, and I know because of that, I can't freely speak certain things or say certain things, so I'll be labeled. I really want that part about me to stop. I really want the hate to stop. So if I give you what you ask for, and you telling me I'm gonna still get the same treatment, I ain't giving you shit.
Well, the thing is,
think about it. I'm not gonna give you shit.
I agree.
Why would I give you all this money and you still gonna treat me the same way?
It's kind of funny because first Conway made the point, then Flesh came with another point, and it kind of, because Flesh, you said it'd be the wrong time to give us this money
because Conway we're not mentally right.
And Conway said on their end it would be the right time to give us this money.
Good point taken. Good point.
Because you can X out all that bullshit about, oh, I need this, or I wasn't given a fair shake. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we gave you millions.
Guess what?
Billions.
And a lot of creators and a lot of people will be null and void because the pity party will be over. Yeah. So it's nothing to talk about.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
It's nothing to talk about. We already have the power now to do whatever it is we want to do. So when they say things about, yo, money,
without the money.
Yeah, like look, even with it, yo, they not putting money in our community. Well, 85% of y'all threw the census paper away for them to know where to allocate the money to. You know what I'm saying? If 100% got involved with shit like that, the little things in politics that matter into your community, you will see some change. And then what it takes for you to go outside your own fucking door, sweep your steps, clean your backyard, change the doorknob when it broke. You know what I'm saying? What it take for you to come outside and see people on the corner doing what they not supposed to do, and you say, yo, not on my block. Mm-hmm. We want better around here. Everybody can't pack up and move out the fucking hood.
Right.
It's not going to make sense. But you can take care of where the fuck you live at.
Exactly.
Right.
And we don't. But we keep blaming people. But we look good leaving out the house. We look good, though. Mm. Look good. House dirty than a motherfucker.
I was just about to say that.
How dirty than a bitch.
Would you think the killings will stop?
No.
It's not.
It's not going to stop.
Because it's a culture.
Hey.
It's a culture. It's a culture of people that don't know how to communicate with each other.
It's still gonna be. I got a meal, so I want his meal.
That too.
So,
but the only way
you
you ain't gonna stop it. But the only way you minimize it is in the community itself. Start holding people accountable,
and it starts in your own household with your own family. When you turn a blind eye and don't fix that shit.
When my uncle was hustling, my grandmother didn't tolerate that shit. When he was out there doing him, black people used to have a line that was drawn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you go out there and be part of the streets and break,
you can't come in here.
You can't come in here with that. Mm-hmm. You can't. We had standards in the black community. we fucked up and dropped the ball on our standards, and we accepted that type of lifestyle because of us not being able to get jobs and things of that nature. So it was extra money to bring it to the community. Other working men out around, women moving up to being the workers in the household and all these things that were actually implemented by your white feminist movement and the white man setting out people up. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. It is what it is. And y'all motherfuckers today that's catering to them, they the ones who played the part of destroying our people after they killed Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. But you don't want to go do your research on that. But anyway, back to what I'm talking about. The reason behind all of that is the reason why we can't get where we need to get at, because our people refuse. They really refuse to do the right thing when it comes to us. Like, we will sell ourselves out for money any day.
Do y'all hear what we keep saying all the way around the board? Standards and money.
Standards and money.
Standards and money. Standards go out the door when it comes to money. Your son, your daughter going out there hustling, she bringing you money in the house.
Nobody has principles anymore. I keep telling people, I hate people, but I don't like people when they stand on principles. I tell people all the time, principles is what matters. You can take the money and take the money, take the wealth, take everything away. The only thing a person got is their principles. That's the key factor of who you are. If I got a Muslim friend, a certified Muslim that keep trying to push his Muslim shit on me, and I got a fucking Christian friend that's pushing his Christian shit on me, I know both of them got different things. But guess what? If I'm going to be a good friend and try to hold them to their accountable, my Christian friend can eat pork. I better not see my Muslim friend putting bacon in his mouth. I'm going to say something. We can hang each other every day and be like, nigga, what you doing? Yeah. You a Muslim, you ain't supposed to be eating no pork. Right. Like, and I'm going to tell my Christian, he can eat pork. It's a difference because he telling me that's his principle. That's what he stand on. So I'm going to hold you accountable for it.
But the thing is, with a lot...
And we different, and we can still coexist.
Especially, I'm sorry, Andy, I'm going to let you get in. Especially with a lot of us. You know us in this room.
Right.
Hold each other accountable for bullshit.
Checks and balances.
You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that for years from... my whole inner circle coming up. Like, if you wrong, you wrong. Like, if a motherfucker, it's motherfuckers that used to be around us that their principles didn't match up to what was coming out their mouth, especially when it comes to their children, ain't around us, bruh.
Yeah.
Because you can't hang around me and you don't fucking see your children. You out your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm a single dad. You out your fucking mind.
Exactly.
But not enough of that goes on because too many of us, are used to hanging around people that validate our ego. Right. So they tell us what the fuck we want to hear. Right. You know what I'm saying? Instead of telling us what's real.
And you know what? And that's what's going on with women right now in our era. With now men are stopping because of Uncle KS. Because of him and these men getting enlightened, they starting to hold women accountable now. Mm-hmm. So this is the first time in a long time that women had to be held accountable for their actions.
And the KS movement is getting heavy. Yeah, exactly. It's getting heavy right now.
And they don't know how to, and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to deal with the fact that now I got to deal with my issues. Like this, like we had out there before a long ass time. That's why a lot of motherfuckers ain't out here running and gunning fucking bitches and doing this out on the large scale how it used to be back in the day, because we have been getting a whiplash at us by media and public for so many for years, for over decades of doing that shit. So now men are more like calm and they actually beat us into a submissive faction than actually you being a dominant alpha male. They built the beta males up to that point and the mothers raised them. So now you got him coming in and putting the spotlight on shit. Now men are opening up that's doing the right thing, going, yo, I ain't gotta take this bullshit. I am the one doing every fucking thing. Now let's hold the women accountable. They even said in the strip club that the women, when they used to...
And he held us accountable first.
And he held us accountable first with his videos.
Right.
He even said that the women, and even in the strip clubs, were saying that how they used to finesse the men out of money. They might have a certain amount that they didn't want, that they was going to spend, and they knew the man had more money. They finesse him and do all this shit. They said now they be telling women like, girl, if he already been listening to Captain Samuels, it's a wrap. You ain't going to get him.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers have his standards now.
I had standards before that.
No, me too.
Me too. $25 with you.
That's what I'm saying. Me too. I'm talking about the general. I'm talking about general. We all went through our stupid, like, us, we didn't have that platform of men that got us. So we all went through our stupid phase of, I gotta fuck all these bitches. But then it took for you to do that and get burnt and manipulated by these motherfuckers to start saying, hey, I'm not dealing with that shit no more.
You said burnt though.
We got it's slang term, okay? We ain't talking about that, okay? I'm just saying that you got done dirty so many times by that, and then after a while you just wisened up and you matured and went, you know what? I gotta watch the type of women that I deal with. Even though the hip hop culture and our culture glorified fucking all the bitches, the money and shit, but it was a consequence to pay with that. Look at them; these motherfuckers paying money out their ass for child support.
Yo, and Andy, before I'm gonna make a point on the hip hop shit. Andy, you want to jump in real quick, or you good? I'm good. All right, yo, that's the thing that kills me. That's the shit that kills me too about the picking a victim role when we talk about hip hop, right? It's just I don't understand why we always go back to that. Is our standard of why we act the way that we fucking act is our music. Like other cultures make music and make fucked up lyrics as well. Listen to a lot of country shit. Listen to a lot of
depression. They make you want to shoot yourself.
What I'm saying,
but they're telling the story.
But they telling the story. So if we
be a real,
I be taking that shit as like they really think black people stupid. It's like, yo, we hear it in a record, so that's what we're gonna like that's what we're gonna do. Like we're all stupid like that. Like we can't separate the fact that it's just entertainment. Like I don't understand.
Art used to imitate life. Now life imitates art. It already.
But it wasn't always. It wasn't always like that, yo. Art didn't always imitate life because we had Milli Vanilli. We had Vanilla Ice. It didn't always do that.
But here's the thing.
Some people were made up in the studio.
But here's my thing though. Back then, our culture had a standard. Remember when I was growing up, you know, when I did shit wrong, my mother was the only one saying something to me. Miss Barbara was saying something to me. Miss Paulette was getting on my ass when the Lexington Charge Project. It was the village.
It was the village.
It was the village. Those standards over time went away.
Exactly.
So
you can't use the village no more. Don't say nothing to my child.
Exactly. But that shit went away. So the hip hop culture has been what it is, and see, they knew that. See, this is the thing. It's all psychology. That's why I told you I've been addicted to this shit over the past couple of years. Because that's why, what's his name? Saying that at the radio stations, DJs used to be able to hear the new up-and-coming artists and play what they wanted to play. And then the record label owners came in. It was like this. Only play these songs. They had a purpose behind it. Right. It was about the destruction of our people. That's why they was playing those things. That's why they got rid of all that positive music. They did that shit for a reason. They knew,
but a lot of that had to do with us too, because we wasn't buying it.
See, but what I'm saying, no, but see, the reason why
we don't even go see the positive movies.
No, but what I'm saying is that the reason why it was like that, because before that, before that, it's all about exposure, and social media proved that. So we got to take it back before social media. It was all about exposure. We got a chance to hear all the positive music because the DJs wasn't being biased. When they heard, they had an ear for music. When they heard good shit, I'm playing this. You just listening to the radio, 92Q doing what you doing, and then the music come on. You like, oh shit, Arrested Development. Motherfuckers came on. It made gay people a real good feeling. And then the next song come on. It got some more. Where did it come from though? Fresh to it.
It came from money. See, money and standards keep playing a part. But a lot of that has to do with us because
who did that?
Us?
No.
We gotta be held accountable, bro.
No,
because look, we had a lot of positive music out, right? Name top 5 positive albums that you bought. Positive. Point blank. Period. Yeah. Name 5 positive albums that you purchased.
Yeah. J. Cole.
No. Back then.
Oh,
you talking about back then?
Back then.
Tribe. De La
Soul. Arrested Development.
Wait, it's a pause. Come on. You know why? You know why it's not. You know why
I brought Diggable Planets.
You know why? You know why it's not.
I brought Diggable Planets.
Rolling off your tongue, because it wasn't too many of us doing it. They sold a couple 100,000, while the people that put out the bullshit sold millions. So if I am a company, I'm going with what fucking works. Just like when we come out with these movies, like when we got they trying to show positive images of our ancestors, right? When the Tuskegee Airmen movie came out, none of us jumped up and said, yo, we're going to go see the Tuskegee Airmen movie. We jumped up to go see Boys in the Hood. We jumped up to go see Minister Society. We jump up to go see the bullshit. So we got to have accountability.
We saw
so hold up, let me finish. So then, right, when things start coming out about. We didn't jump up to see that. We waited for it to come on cable.
We jumped up to go see Malcolm X because there was a mystique about it.
Because that's all we knew about it. But then, right? If I'm Universal Pictures, if I'm Sony Polygram, and I'm seeing that Minister Society gross me $125 million. Right. It cost. Wait a minute. Hold up. And it cost me $10 million to make. Right. Versus me putting together a fucking documentary about fucking Rosa Parks that took me triple that made the dumb movie, and I didn't even make my money back on that. Guess what? I'm going with the fucking winning formula. I'm giving them sex, drugs, and murder every chance I get. That's exactly why black movies don't fucking work, because we don't support it. That's why we got to have accountability about our fucking selves.
Oh, can I segue right to what you said?
Do what you got to do.
Boys in the Hood. Late great John Singleton, right? He put that out. Whew. He put out Poetic Justice. He put out How I Learned. He put out Rosewood too.
And the funny thing, and guess what another and was about? That Malcolm X movie Spike Lee did, because he had to go get black people to fund. And he still ain't supported. With Denzel Washington in it. Right. Still ain't do no numbers. But he go play a fucking dirty, stinking ass cop.
That should do numbers.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all, we love that shit. It's us.
He didn't get an Oscar for playing Malcolm X, which I thought he knocked out the park, but he had to play a dirty fucking cop.
It's us.
It is.
I ain't
gonna lie. Like I always been saying, it's us. Like
it's much rap you listen to. You can't name five of them.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying?
But you know why?
You know why? Because he a couple felonies away from.
We didn't start off, but we didn't start off like that. You know, we didn't start off like that. The reason why it's like that is because of the lifestyle that we live in, and then also the educational part behind it. Because we fall. When
a scholar in
listen, but Conway, you grew up in Brooklyn once, okay?
I had a 3.5.
Okay, listen, you had that too, but you still grew up in Brooklyn, okay? But that your environment that you was in was intriguing, and don't get me wrong, somebody's brains getting blown out is intriguing. It still is intriguing, but I guarantee you, if our school system and our people would have stuck back then when we were fighting and we were actually getting educated, people don't realize the little things that they implemented in our culture. Like I said, the changing of the radio station, so DJs playing certain music. Other songs were getting radio play. I remember when I keep using Arrested Development for example, because I remember everybody blasting that shit all day in and day out. But we never would have got exposed to it if it wasn't because of the DJ recognizing good music. But once they start controlling, once they start coming in and saying playing this, it's the beginning stages of a mindset turn, and you don't even realize that it's happening.
We're not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is they were playing it right. But they gave it a shot. We didn't come out in record numbers to support them projects. So if I'm a business and I gave it a shot, I gave it a shot, and they telling us this is what we want to hear, and we didn't support it. How is it my fault for going out and putting the bullshit that work? I'm here to make money.
I get that, but the problem is this: we didn't used to be like that. Like our parents, I'm talking about our parents didn't used to be like that. We would have supported.
But we the offspring.
Listen, what else? Exactly, Generation X. But what I'm trying to say, that's what I'm trying to tell you is that that's how the others got our generation to that point. Just like David Banner said, if your computer's working fine, and I come in as a computer programmer and put a virus in your computer and walk away, and over time your computer keep fucking up to a crash, who you gonna get mad at, your computer or the computer programmer? It's them. If we would have been able to still keep control of what we was doing, even when it came to schools, parents, black parents, when kids act up, used to discipline their kids. White people used to, I remember that shit like it was day in elementary school. They used to get mad at black people for physically disciplining their kids and jump in their business, and black people had to tell them, y'all white asses stay over there because y'all kids talk back to y'all, beat y'all asses. That shit don't happen over here. Look, once they started implementing laws in, what they do is they took bad parents who was really the few cases out of all the people in this country that really was burning their kids with arms and things like that, and was going to the courts and saying, see, we can't let this happen to kids and stuff like this.
Times.
So then what happened? A law got passed. So now decent parents who don't like beating their kids but only did it for discipline reasons when now being arrested.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
and it changes. But what happens is
that a fight that
changes.
you have to.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
You were supposed to take that fucking jail. Like,
listen,
see, what we scared of. We scared of laws. We scared of rules because we think we're fucking.
Because we don't stick together.
No, not only that. A rule puts me in a box.
Exactly.
We already feel as though we were slaves, which some of us weren't. Because
none of us in this room are slaves.
None of us.
None of us in this room, but it's still some slaves still living. But I'm just saying though, it is. But it is.
They like 100, but they still
no. Some of them like 93.
Yeah, true. It's still almost 100.
But the thing is,
make a round off.
But the thing is, we always go back to I'm not fucking being told what to do. So okay, I'm scared to go to jail because this and that. No, you fucked up. You missed the fight because at that time when that came out, we were still fighting, walking around the streets.
Yeah, true.
We were still walking around the streets, still policing our neighborhoods then.
But what they did was they pick you
they
off.
They didn't do anything.
Listen,
know what it was?
Pick you off. The laws pick you off piece by piece.
What I've seen,
and it installs fear.
What I've seen happen,
it installs fear and separation. It's still slavery.
What I seen happen was when a couple people who was the mothers of that neighborhood, who disciplined that neighborhood, went to jail. Because of that, it went to, we can't do this no more. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Because my grandma was one of them people that still beat your ass.
Exactly. And that's why them old women like that, that's why we miss them. That's why the last ones they say, that's why we miss them, because they stood on, principles.
But we still,
fuck the law.
He's right. We are still the ones.
Motherfuckers say fuck the law for dumb shit when they want to do stupid shit. They don't see, when it comes to you correcting your kids and keeping black people in order so we can keep growing and developing.
You're right.
It ain't no fuck the laws with that and start going after our fucking black politicians who get in these fucking positions and still cater to their type of behavior. They don't say that to them, but they'll say fuck the law when it comes to doing stupid shit, breaking the law, but like for dumb shit.
Right.
But I definitely agree with him because I understand. I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I've seen it happen. You're right. But of us as a whole, if we said, you know what? I did fuck with Digital Planners. Oh, they got a new joint. I'ma still support them.
Yep.
We did not.
Yeah, as a whole, we didn't. You're right. I agree with that.
That's not demand or none of that.
And the funny thing about
if okay, the Tribe was out, right? If
they dropped new projects as of lately,
regularly.
You know what I'm saying?
So Tribe out, right? And you was a big Tribe fan. A year later, when they're not on radio, you not a Tribe fan no more. We're easily programmed because we're scared of the box.
I agree.
And the funny thing, I agree.
We're scared of the
people
box.
say the man did this to us, especially talking about music and in Hollywood. If you sit back and listen to a lot of these new interviews coming up of people that was out back in the day, the story always go back to some black person telling them, nah, we not going with that. Beanie Siegel just did it. His first record he ever wanted to come out with was What My Life Like.
Yeah.
It was telling a dark story about why you're not supposed to go to prison. The person at the head of that label was black. The people that was the head of a lot of shit that we dropped is black. There are black CEOs that's running the shit. They're black program directors at the radio stations. They're black. They're perpetuating the shit.
But what did I tell you? What did I tell you what the white man at the top of the thing always do, even in jobs? What they do is when they want to get control because they scared of us, what do? They'll go watch and they'll go, who's the one that's going to be the sellout out of the bunch that I could get my agenda going? Because it looks better when a black person do it. See, me as a white person can't, if I come in and I try to say, I want y'all playing this type of music, it don't look right. But all I got to do is try to find that one person that's willing to step on everybody's toes to get to the top. That's who I put in charge. So now when that black person is standing there, even with politics, it takes away from
in business.
Their purpose can still be done, but all they do is just put a face there so it can take away people going, oh, That's a white person doing. That's why they do it. They want people in positions where their objective still gets done. That's why I keep trying to tell black people, it's like, stop worrying about things being racist, like worrying about a person being black sometimes. Sometimes a white person would be the better option because they can look at their own white people and go, fuck no, I ain't doing that shit. And they still rock and do what's better for us. But we have a thing of because the person got to be black makes it right. And I keep trying to tell them that's not true all the time.
That's a good point.
It's not true all the time.
That's a good point.
But then it goes back to accountability. We scared to actually look at us and say, yo, we fucked this up. We did this in this neighborhood. We did that. Yeah. So know who's the easy person? Well, if it wasn't for a white man bringing them drugs down here, well, I wouldn't have did it. If it wasn't for the white man dropping that gun down there, I wouldn't have picked it up and blew your head off.
I was a teenager, yo, and I knew better. That's why I said I'm glad I had the upbringing that I had, and I'm glad I came up during a time when they did not pamper your bullshit. I'm glad my grandmother raised me, so I got that old school black discipline. I used to tell my friends when I was 19 years old, motherfucker, mice have fucking evolved. They used to run on sticky pads and get cheese. Cause they were saying, well, white people bring over here. I said, mice used to be able to put them on a sticky pad and they used to run and get stuck on the cheese. Over time, the motherfuckers started jumping over the fucking sticky pad.
They walk on the sticky pad, look at it like, man, shit.
No, I said so. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm like, if a fucking mice can evolve and go, that's a fucking trap, I'm not gonna get involved in that. You a fucking whole human being. Yeah. And act like you don't have a brain to do something different.
But we don't evolve.
Yeah, I mean that he had a village. I mean, we can talk from experience.
I got my ass whipped.
Listen,
I got my ass whipped.
Okay, I feel your pain.
I got my ass whipped.
I feel your pain.
I fucked up all the time when I was young. I was willing to push the limits. I was the one that needed to get my ass whipped. My brother ain't had to get his ass whipped. Me, I had to get my ass whipped.
Not me.
Because I'm telling you right now, I wasn't even scared of the police. I wasn't scared of nobody. I was scared of my fucking grandmother.
You
ass whippings was
somebody
for me.
Within your village.
Yeah.
You want to check.
Because I would be there with my friends like this. Yo, you going to go over here and do blah, blah, blah? Fuck, I'm gonna take that ass whipping tonight. Let's go.
But yeah, I mean, that's in all facets. Like,
let's go.
You even look at the streets. You have somebody over top of that person. Like, all right, Conway made a pretty interesting point, and I want to get back to it. He was up there saying, "Well, even though I did that, I still wanted to. I thirst for knowledge. I wanted to be educated. I wanted to learn more. But if you look at the old time gangsters, say, listen, no, go to school, get that education, keep on going, because." Whatever you get from that, and you decide maybe a year from now you want to come back to it, you come back, but you come back knowing more, and you can help us out.
You know what we do? We don't push education.
We don't, and I'm glad because I was getting ready to say something about that too, because that shit starts at home too. Like to sit down and go over and sit down with your child and to go over what they learned today. Yeah. It makes a difference to actually check their homework. No, to say, oh, did you do your homework, so they can get the fuck out your face so you can go do whatever the fuck it is that you were doing. You know what I mean? And because essentially kids are just raising themselves. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's why a lot of the fucking parents were scared of this virtual shit. Because now you have to be involved with your fucking child.
Yep.
Right. If your child, I don't know how to do this, mommy or daddy. The teacher said this.
Because the mother like this. I don't know how to do it either.
Yeah.
but I don't know how to do it either.
But the thing is, for me having fucking kids in virtual school, they always said, okay, on Wednesday after school, parents that need to learn this, come back on this fucking this Zoom.
Don't make an excuse like you ain't got time.
Yeah, you got the Zoom. And what happened? Me or Tay be in that fucking Zoom, bro.
What the instructions say?
You know what I'm saying?
But then another thing about
and then you go back to motherfuckers can't read.
Our community.
Go get your sister.
Another thing about our community, right, that people don't understand that we don't take accountability for either is our people bringing children into this world with no structure or no money. Like if you're already down and out, you struggling to feed yourself. Why the fuck are you bringing a life into this world?
Because they
really think about it.
Because they all have a father. All of them got the same father, Uncle Sam. He fathered so many babies through this country is ridiculous. Exactly, of all races, he's Uncle Sam. Because that motherfucker. Every time I look at that motherfucker in that patriotic hat, all I see is you go to pay for all these fucking kids.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you,
go to pay for these fucking. He be pointing like you go pay for that.
I be kind of mad though. I be like, shit, Uncle Sam, help me the fuck out.
But the thing that trips me out, and what I see on
your kids.
I see on social media, what I see on social media a lot is fucking people praising these baby showers. You know what I'm saying? Like I see people posting these baby showers. I'm like, yo, it's more baby shower pictures than weddings. Like you're excited to be a grandma at 35 when your son or daughter bringing a life into this world with no plan, no structure, no career, no nothing. Y'all, what the fuck are we celebrating? We celebrating that your child that you did not teach to not bring a life into this world until they established and married, and they're now going to struggle, and you're going to struggle too.
I just seen one, and I was like, damn, you had a baby. And neither one of them got jobs.
See what I'm saying?
But listen, and speaking about that, right? So, like for example, and I know we almost get to the end of the show, but like speaking of like responsibilities, like look at the article came out about Dr. Dre's daughter and fucking 38 years old.
That bitch is all right.
But see what I mean? Talking about, and she homeless and shit, and
she should be
talking about some motherfuckers in there like, I don't.
Why Dr. Dre do her like that?
Yeah, why he do it like that? I'm looking like, yo, she 38.
She 38. You got to cut the umbilical cord sometime.
People I kept saying, all I see is this. No man that's a millionaire going to want his offspring to suffer. So that lets me know right there must have been some disrespect going on somewhere for him to wash his hands with his child. Same way how
and it could have just been her too much entitlement for her.
Exactly. And even like the same way how motherfuckers used to try to bash 50.
He's Dr. Dre.
People used to try to bash 50 Cent. Remember when his youngest son was born, and then in the comments motherfucker holler out women there, but what about your oldest son? And
he said he a grown man.
I'm saying like one, he's a grown ass man, and two, he's being disrespectful. Just because somebody is your son, if they disrespect you, my sons know, my kids know. I'm like, I told them ever since they was coming up, I'm not like your mom. Your mom is the one that's going to give you that unconditional love. I'm like the fucking Japanese, like my grandma was for me. You disrespect me, you go the fuck out the door. I could love you from a distance. You going to respect me at the end of the day.
Who's her mother? Her mother was the one with the little fucked up voice, right?
Michelle?
Is that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, he only had 2 fucking kids with 2 women, and one of them just divorced him. He only had kids with 2 women.
I thought he had 3.
I think he had 3.
Yo, he got 3 kids, but there's only 2 women, bro.
No, he had 1. He got his first baby mama ain't Michelle. I think she his second.
That's the second baby.
Yeah, that's the second.
Yeah, Michelle died though.
This is his oldest child.
Yeah, Michelle died.
No, she didn't.
Yo, she had something in her heart.
Yo, a whole Hey, yo, I'm gonna throw right here. Boom, 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 boom. But okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, right. So what the shit got with me, right?
I'm not even looking at him no more.
With that situation, right? With that situation, how you keep getting rental cars to live in with your daughter? If you broke, huh? Hey, yo, I'm that nigga, bro. That be looking at the other shit like everybody. She's in the car.
Yo,
and
but listen,
I'm reading like went to the rental office and then she get rental cars. Like,
but.
Bitch, you live in a
but
rental?
yo, I swear, don't take this wrong.
That's
nobody
$300-$400.
Nobody take this wrong. I think the same way. Because I always ask myself when I see people on the corners like, yeah, I'm homeless, right? The homeless sign. I'm like, where did they get the Sharpie from to make the homeless sign, yo? Where did you get it? Everybody got a Sharpie?
Before you got put out the house?
Like, where did you get the Sharpie?
You found the cardboard and the Sharpie.
Yo, and be having different flavors.
Bro.
It be design.
Bro, once
on them.
It be sunshine.
And I'm not letting them.
This all I tell motherfuckers. Yo, this all I tell motherfuckers is this. This all I tell motherfuckers is this. If you see the same motherfucker on the same spot begging for money all day long,
that's his job.
He got more money than you.
Yes, sir.
That's his job.
And I'm like I said, back to Shorty. I want y'all to tell me about rentals. We know about rentals.
Mm-hmm.
That's about a 3-4 bird a week.
Yo, some people, they already did the numbers on people homeless like over 10 years ago. Them people was making 6 figures.
No.
Making 6 figures.
Why are we coming down on that?
Tax-free money.
I'm
not coming down on Dre at all. Like
I just want to ask them though, like why are they coming down on him?
Because he a black man.
He's a black man.
black man,
black man.
You know what? You
Black
got
man
straight black
billionaire.
man.
straight black
Everybody who they throw up in there, think about it. Every single person, black man that you see that they bash in media,
Well, he used to wear
they all
lipstick.
heterosexual black men.
He used to wear lipstick.
All of them.
He used to wear
He
lipstick.
No,
did.
what I'm
He wore
saying is
lipstick.
that
He wore glitter.
all of them,
He wore glitter.
all of them
And
heterosexual
lip
black men.
gloss.
Nobody's paying attention
Like,
to
no,
that.
you
Like,
right.
like they the only ones. Like we the only ones that do shit wrong.
But what's the scandal behind being gay?
Yo, stop. Shut the fuck up.
What's the scandal behind being gay?
No,
Yo,
they
get your back ran out.
Yo, what you listen? They not gonna bash they own in no spotlight at all. They can do nothing wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Yo,
even
you know
they
what?
even
Let
tried
us
to,
start doing it.
They even tried to protect.
Like start bashing.
What's his name?
And shit, put,
What's his
like,
name? They even protected. What's his name? Smouye.
Oh,
Jesse.
Oh, they did when he did what he did.
He
They
lied.
still even
He
tried.
lied
They
ass.
still even tried to protect him.
and then they cut him off when they say
He's
lied.
definitely cut off.
Yeah.
When they said,
But they
oh,
tried
no,
to
he's
protect
not us
him during that
anymore.
time.
Yeah, they say he's not
They
us
tried.
anymore.
They tried to protect him.
They tried.
He's
He
like,
tried it.
You're
He's
bringing
not
in
us
too much
anymore.
heat to our
Like,
organization.
so what is
you
he?
have to go.
He
You
got
gotta go.
delivered like, yo.
First he
I'm
was
delivered.
First he was gay. Now he's black.
Yeah, now he's
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Yo.
system make better movies.
But let's tighten it up, man. Let's tighten it up. Conway, go ahead and give your final thoughts, man, before we get up out of here about black people playing a victim.
Stop that shit. Yo, I'm tired of hearing it. We not always on our back unless you put yourself on your back. The white man's not always the fucking blame. And yeah, slavery did happen. But none of you bitches is part of it. So move on.
That's facts. Andy.
I'm going to quote the great Beanie Siegel. Entitlement is the thief of hard work.
I agree with that shit. Flesh.
I'm gonna just say this. It's a win-win for me. If you wanna it's be better if you actually do better for yourself and make us all as black people look good. But if you keep slacking, it's just less competition for me to keep rising.
Petty Daniel over here. But check it out, man. Like, I agree with everybody around the room. That is my final thought. They just said it all, man. And it's been another edition of Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv. That's Conway. Andy's back there. This is Flesh. I'm Eric. We see y'all the same unified channel, same unified time next week. Peace.
This goes against what we were talking about.
Yeah, you can't do that. They gonna ban us.
Don't do a game time.
No, we've been.